Hello and welcome to Let's Plays Disco Elysium Part 21. So, I think we've got just about everything out of Boat Lady. At least, unless we can find our badge. It's 8:15 in the evening and we need to be at the apartments at 9. You have another little bash at this wall. Oh gosh, check success! Way! Because you see it finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it, the shadows, the colours. Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain. All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this one, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, colour peeled from the very face of God. Oh, wall father! Yes, I must paint this wall, add to it. Get task, of course. Get all of the side quests. Absolutely, now you just need the materials. Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush and paint. Let's talk to her. Cindy the Skull has what I need. Yes, great thinking. Go talk to her. The wall will be waiting. Hopefully we can have a little chat with her without it taking too long. Don't know if we need to go up the balcony.
Officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy, I need some paint. And your brush too. What for? For art. It's for art, okay? Well, if it's for art, but her eyes narrow to slits. What kind of art are we talking about? Everything is sad and shit and we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush. Sounds like you've just about to live off your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. To crush a man's dream like that. I hope you're happy. There, piggy, she says in mock compassion. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck, in life and in everything. Attempt to explain our artistic intentions. That's not going very well. Catch you later, Cindy. We will try this again. At least we know what the wall needs, what the wall wants. Perhaps we shouldn't have been quite so dour about it. But art does make everything better. There's no arguing with that. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. The curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching from within. Okay. There's something over here. Hmm. I think we're a bit too early. Are there things... I believe there are indeed items that we can interact with. Such as... Have we done all of these? Aha! Yes, we need to find out what our heraldic bird is, so come along. From A to Zreek, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest found on the Cevenine Islands and in southern France à la mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioural issues. Okay, what more? This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo. It's colourfully illustrated. Okay. What problems do these birds have? Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up. Aww. I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive. Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else? It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you are not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well. You're right, cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Ouch, that must hurt. Not great for the neighbours. Performing? Yes, birdie. Okay, read about the funeral cockatoo. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus funerus, relates to its dark and sombre plumage. This bird looks as if it dressed for a funeral 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it. Cool. Let's read about the major majestic cockatoo. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle, its pink-coloured wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold and beautiful species. Okay, let's read about the most common bang-bang cockatoo. Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species. Common in almost all Cevenese forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world, its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Cevenese name bang-bang is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins. Okay. Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? I will have to take some time to think about it. Put the book away. Okay. Oh, so here is the smoking man? Or yeah. So he's popped out just in time.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag on his cigarette. His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight. I got your hint, found the key right under the stone.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not going to make things just right, I'm going to make them spectacular,
Beautiful.
he says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you, and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
He nods towards door 28. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Point towards the skyline. That's why I chose this place. He looks away, his cigarette end glowing in the dark. Martinez is special, isn't it? Very well. I'll talk to your friend, but first I want to talk to you. I have many questions. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. He takes another drag on his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighbouring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush. Besides, I've got to run. He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Go, if you must. I don't care. I don't care about people leaving me all the time. Don't worry, we'll meet again. He gently rests his hand on your shoulder. Come find me in the bar of the Whirling some evening. Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important. We'll talk, the smoker assures you, brushing his hand through the hair. Just not tonight. Okie doke. New skill point. Yeah. So, take care, alright, he says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night. And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him. Okay. So, let's have a look at this apartment. There's the Sunday friend. There's lots to look at around here. Don't mind if I search the apartment first, do you? A quarterly business magazine. Governmental issues take me all over Revachol, as you can see. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Someone is always watching. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. Can we take those? Doesn't look like we can. Yeah, that would be too easy for our paint mission, wouldn't it? An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Ooh, you can get a kimono. All bonuses. Ooh, and a conical hat. Why not indeed? Dishes soaked up in a pot. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at the local university. They're always good. An empty ashtray. Doesn't seem to be anything else to spot around here. I don't think conclusions should be rushed. Right, we'd better talk to this chap then, I think. Is there anything in the way of our clothes that would improve things? Ah, that's our jacket, I see. Fancy. Doesn't really suit us. As opposed to our arty jacket.
Officers of the Reverchal Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks. You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason you feel this man is your superior. Superior? But he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sir Leclerc. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here. Okay, before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy.
Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony. That didn't work all that well. Can you tell me about your friend? Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. What's Kedra? Kedra is a candidate member of EPIS, but between you and me, their potential membership is more contentious an issue. What do you mean? That it's never going to happen. They've entered negotiations in 21 and it's been pending ever since. What's this EPIS thing you keep talking about? EPIS is a very special program developed by the Mora Lintern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimetres as far as the eye can see. God, yes, sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce. It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Mora Lintern feels emboldened by this success, emboldened to take EPIS to the next level. What's on the next level? A supranational political alliance, the United States of Occident. Is it going to be like this place here? You mean Revocol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy. Is Revocol going to be part of EPIS? It's one day going to be a candidate member, sure. Except that candidate members never become full members, do they? Didn't you say that candidate members never become real members? No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics. He chuckles gently. How did you two even become friends? How do any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insular Solar. Oil platforms ablaze in the night. Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in. What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way, or you're describing how the coalition occupied Revocol. Probably that sounds more astute, doesn't it? One of the wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion. The man pats his pockets, looking for something, and not just allowed, encouraged even. Have you ever tried debate? What do you mean? Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults. I hear they're oodles of fun. I used to have a flyer for one, but now that I start to think of it, it was an improv class anyway. It's this funny theatre thing, you know. He moves his fingers. Very creative. Helps relieve stress. A chill runs down your spine as you envision a half-dozen people in professional attire standing around a chair, awkwardly pretending to be waiting for a motor bus. It's neither funny nor creative. You still haven't told me who he is. Sorry, who? The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him. But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization. Fine, but what's his real name? Officer, you have to understand, I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation. Okay, so all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes. Which arts? He's truly a free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design? Printmaking? Who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. What are you doing in his apartment by yourself? I'm just enjoying the view. The man smiles, nodding to the window. Isn't it rude for your friend to leave you alone like this? We're old friends. Nothing's taboo between us. He comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active. Good grief. I had something else in mind. What's an official like you doing in Martinez? The coalition is only looking for the price stability. He raises an index finger. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Okay, but what are you doing here, in this apartment? Ah, well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top off the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage of the international community caused when we arrived here. What is this international community? La Communaute Internationale is what Revicolians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. And what is this Zeitpreis Stabilité? It is the most important thing. That doesn't tell me anything. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining Zeitpreis Stabilité is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stabilité. How does this benefit us exactly? Take your daily bread, par example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, and it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. Below 2% of what? But not too far below, no. Too far is also bad. Below, but close to 2%. You're not answering my questions at all. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of Zeitpreis Stabilité. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet? Okay, give me a leaflet. A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'etre of the moralintern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. He pats his pockets. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moralintern's commitment to transparency. Good grief. So you're some kind of bureaucrat, possibly a politician, since he will not answer any questions. Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner for Chef working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. He glances at his watch. This is one of the main projects of the moralintern. Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moralintern is joking or not. Tell me about Chef. What's there to say? Clef is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revicol is only one of its many darlings, whose progress it supports and cherishes. Darlings? That can't be an official designation. What makes Revicol Clef's darling? Because a great percentage of Revicol's culture hails from Clef. Its language, its people, its cuisine even, and at least in the downtown La Delta area. Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Clef's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes. Okay, I've heard about this moralintern before, but I want to know more. It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies. as is the Coalition. Are you a moralist? But of course. But why? Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values. But what is a normal, stable world? And yeah, Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable at all to me. No, Martinez is something else. What about the rest of Revicol? Is it part of the normal world? Revicol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they're working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. He gives you an approving nod. So, it's asking whether I am a moralist. I think I'm going with moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revicol must be governed by the Revicolians. Your full autonomy is important, I agree, but it's an ongoing process. Nothing happens overnight. Enough business. Let's talk about something else. Let's go to the heart of the matter. You actually witnessed the lynching? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. The man gives a solemn nod. Start from the beginning, if you don't mind. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play. He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers like a drama teacher setting the scene. Meaning it was entertaining? No, the man shakes his head. I mean, it was so strange I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in carrying what looked like a body, and then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this. How many of them were there? I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10? Maybe 8? Sound familiar? That matches the prints you observed at the scene. Were any of them huge? Like 200 kilograms huge? That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, so far as I could tell. Did any of them look like drummers? Drummers? Why, no, but then I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like. What happened next? I went back inside. Wait, so you didn't actually see the lynching happen? Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. Were they men? Women? All men, I presume, but again, I couldn't see very clearly. What ethnicity were they? I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them, and I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. What happened next? Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy. Eventually their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. Why didn't you call the RCM? The man wipes his glasses. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add. Can you at least tell me when it happened? All I can say is that it was late. You didn't check your watch? My watch? He looks at his watch, as though noticing it for the first time. He's checked his watch a lot during this conversation. It'd be weird if he hadn't. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight, give or take. So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you? No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. Well, that was a waste of time. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance. Thank you. I got all I need. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Hold on. Why can't we talk later? It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. He pauses, and I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well. That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night. Thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done. Of course. I'm glad I could help. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. We did ask him, like, a ton of questions, so I don't imagine that we did. Blimey, was he evasive, though? Kim will be proud of us for doing that interview on our own. Though his input might have been useful. Should we head to the apartment? We have an interview there. I don't know whether to do it tonight or go to bed and possibly do it tomorrow with Kim. Probably be more sensible to do it with Kim. He has a certain knack. Although, I don't know, maybe the privacy would be better. Isn't it sort of embarrassing that well, we're a bit unguarded with her. Okay. Well, we're going to the whirling, that's for sure. Where is it? There it is. I can't remember how much it costs per night. We seem to be picking up a bit more money, though. And theoretically, there's a few things we could sell. I wonder if there's any way we can find out where that mysterious door leads. I mean, not that I'm a hobo top, but I'm kind of a little bit. So was it this door we were supposed to... Okay, let's go for it. Knock. Who is it? A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door. Tired, controlled. Somewhere not far from here, the lieutenant is preparing her file. Klasje Armandu, he writes. You realise the detective should be here for what comes next. It could prove dangerous to go in alone. Okay. So, it's advising me that I should probably do this with Kim. Thank you, game. It's funny how I can't pick up my own bottles for selling. Right. I mean, that's a couch, not a bed. I mean, blimey, you think a hotel would have a proper bed, no? Let's think about our skills and such. We're pretty good with Island Empire. What else could we do with? Interfacing, I think, was one. The whole conceptualization, potentially. Gosh, our composure is bad, isn't it? So what do we need to get... Oh, we got our tie. Okay. For some reason I thought we still haven't managed to do that. It's the mirror? The mirror that we had trouble with. Okay. So we'd have to improve electrochemistry. Or potentially interfacing. Let's try interfacing. Get the tool in our hand as suggested. Okay, so that's locked at the moment. We'd have to improve interfacing. Is it important? Everything is important. Okay. Perhaps we should just go to bed for a bit. At a ridiculously early hour. Bed is still cold from the broken window. And not too inviting, but it's yours. You've earned it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep. Here we are again.
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
Creepy.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is an enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you? I'm sorry, Sells. It's all me. It's my fault.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes, while you stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Open your eyes. Yeah, we're not having the best night's sleep, are we? 7:30 in the morning. We're an early riser. We're apparently not feeling super good. But we're up, we're on our feet. Is Kim around? Let's go see if we can find Kim. It seems like he should be back by now. Ah, there he is, our brother, so to speak. Good morning. Ah, you would be all bright and cheery, wouldn't you? Ah, my goodness. Must be difficult. Aren't we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing? Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots. He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting. Congratulations, that must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you're going to jail. You're joking. Am I? He arches his brow. Anyway, did you want something related to police work? I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks, and looks away from the boots. I just know, if anyone asks me, I will snitch on you. Right, so we have an interview to do. You can come with me. I've been doing actual police work while you've been away, as well as stealing some boots. Okay. Okay, a woman's voice, muffled by the door, answers. Who is it? Tired and controlled. This is the police. Can we come in? Says Kim. Come on up, the door is open, she shouts. I'm drying my hair. Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up. We are a bit on the snoopy side. My goodness. Snoop, snoop. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes. A woman's. Oh, we're thinking a thing. We're thinking what we're thinking. This room has sad all over it. Reminds me of your own room. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there. Interesting. A medicine cabinet. This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills haphazardly stacked on top of one another. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there. We'll probably be most interested in the medications. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet, and pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetic acid, AP, eye drops, blood thinners. There's quite a collection here. Anything of note? Yes, in a lowered voice. Okay, let's have a little search of the bottles. Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol. Histoferidol. Something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. It reads Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around. Whisper. Nacra. Opioid antagonist. Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses. The lieutenant nods, then looks at the door. Search the pill sheets. Ooh. Among some foreign, possibly Messinian or Gottwaldian marked red blister packs, you find... What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how. Okay. So, we need to improve our electrochemistry. Let's, I think, put our gloves on and such. Let's have a look, see at the clothes. So these, improve electrochemistry. Anything else? Yeah, that does. Put our lovely, lovely robe on. These are plus electrochemistry, apparently. Oh, everything plus electrochemistry. These are... Oh, these are just too tight, though. Well, that should give us a good chance, even if we do look a bit strange. Yes. Okay. A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In a sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container. What's so exciting about this orange bottle? It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed. Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide. Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine prescription speed. The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy. Our chances of taking it are low. and probably be bad to take it as well. So close the cabinet, close it, and walk away. That's... Now we probably want to put clothes on that are slightly better for actually interviewing people. So... what was Half-Light? This is the problem, I can't really remember. This is a good one, I feel. This is more of a official jacket. Actually, we might need to be reasonably good, because she might talk about the drugs potentially. You feel someone watching you behind the glass door. A woman, okay, behind this glass door, presumably. The bed has been hastily made. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Run your fingers across the surface of the glass. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges, but the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leads in closer to inspect the surface. This window was recently replaced. Looks like it, yes. He adjusts his glasses. You know which window has not been recently replaced. Didn't we establish somebody else was responsible? The person who forced all those drinks on me? I was being sarcastic. It was established that you did it. Anyway. Stop distracting him. He has work to do. Plus, if I recall, the window had been giving him shit ever since he got here. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. This is another door that we haven't explored. Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Yeah, I think we want our bag back just in case. Yeah, we like our baggie. It's nothing to pick up here. Typical. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers. Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. Okay, move your hand fast. Okay, we're not really... Well, they're going anyway if we don't grab them. Wow! You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off in the wind. It's a maybell. The young woman looks at the maybell in your hand, just a glance, then takes a drag on her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod. A maybell indeed. We can interact with this. This is the wildflower you caught. One of a bouquet of mugworts that you found on the whirling roof. It's shredding its petals quickly in your pocket. 6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown. What is this, Kim? This is the Elysium lily. The lieutenant corrects his glasses, called Maybelle's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle. This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it? Does this flower blossom in early spring? Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. He observes the petals. It looks dried, preserved. Who pinned them? Which side? The revolutionaries. So the communards and the anarchists. White's their colour, but the custom started in suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the Kingsmen too. It's about boys and girls more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War. Is it a coincidence, it being on the roof? Maybe, maybe not. He makes a note in his little notebook. We'll see. Very well. The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Interesting. So, we will interview this young woman next time in Let's Plays Disco Elysium. Please join me again. Thank you for watching, and so long. Thank you to my epic patrons who make videos like these possible. If you enjoyed this content and would like to see more, don't forget to subscribe.